Is up, everyone? This is the Wrestling Godfatherz podcast. I am your host, Don Mystic, and with me is Don Diddley Do. What the fuck, dude?
Don Diddley Do.
If you haven't noticed by now, this motherfucker's gimmick is he just changes his name every week, and it is definitely not a way to dodge child support.
No, because Don
No,
Diddley.
because Don Diddley Do has 3 children under the age of 6.
Jesus Christ! What
I
is
didn't say,
it?
dude. I'm not saying their names or anything, but so this is a way to dodge child support. He is failing miserably because he is broke as fuck.
Well, I also live with them, so they
Well,
live.
it's still technically child support. I mean, you're supporting them.
Yeah, I'm not yet.
It's just a collective child support between you and your wife.
This is true.
And it also makes it much easier to backhand them every once in a while when they get a little lippy. I mean, it's much easier to backhand a kid if they're like right next to you.
That's all. Whatever Don Mystic says, I have no comments on that.
I have no kids, so you can't pin nothing on me, people. I don't know what you're talking about.
He has no mystical children.
I have no mystical children that I know about.
There could be one in the multiverse.
I mean, I've had sex, so yeah. I mean, it's true, and I was a dumbass kid once. I raw dogged it a couple times. I mean, like seriously, guys. If you're young and watching this, which I assume you're not, because who watches this? We don't even watch this when it comes out on.
That is true. That is true.
If you are watching this for reasons unknown, and a woman tells you she'll take a pill right after, or she's on like birth control, that's a fucking lie. She's trying to baby trap your ass, and I fell for it multiple times.
So I don't actually agree with Don Mystic said there. That's a lie.
I mean, you just don't want to believe it because you might have like 5,000 children out there somewhere. Like you might be able to cut.
I didn't open this up saying I'm Captain Raw Dog. So
Don Diddley Do might have an entire base, not just a franchise, but a league, just waiting out there. And this man is Hispanic. Children. He's probably got some quality hitters out there. Anyways, we're stupid.
And welcome to the Wrestling Godfatherz podcast, where we raw dog the shit out of everything.
Where we raw dog the shit out of your ears. That sounded nasty. Anyways.
Don Mystic,
when you listen to this podcast, something gooey comes out of your ears at the end. Anyways.
Hey. That's why we're about to be monetized. So whenever BetterHelp
we'll be monetized
or
over YouTube's dead body.
Yeah. Whenever AG1 or BetterHelp want us to read their adverts, I'm willing and ready.
And whenever Logan Paul wants to advertise on here, fuck you.
I'll take your money, Logan Paul.
I'll take your money. I just want to advertise you.
This guy.
And I mean, let's face facts. We all know who is in charge of this podcast.
This is true.
Yes, the white guy wins again. It's true.
It is.
I mean, you
may not hear that. You want to go after somebody? Go after Don Mystic. Rumor has it he has too many
white privilege, baby. I'll manage white privilege, baby. White privilege. Anyways, you ready to get into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, you ready to stop getting like racial and?
I never made it racial. It was you, buddy. But yeah.
Well, again,
let's do it.
Don't smack the stupid.
I know he wants to.
Do you know how long I would have to smack you to smack the stupid out of your ass? A long time. You might die before it ends. I mean, All right. Let's start this. Let's start this sucker up. First up, we got Matt Cordona, who
Yes.
might have gotten his wife into some shit.
Could have.
Could have. I mean, this does sound like something that WWE would give a shit about because I don't know, they got nothing better to do than fucking give a couple shit when one is just like you know, representing his wife. But he wore out a replica. Let's make that clear. It was
Yeah.
not the real deal. Uh, like Chelsea Green is not like fucking retarded. She's just, she. I mean, I don't necessarily think he should have done this,
Yeah, I don't think he
but
should have done either.
but at the same time, I get why he did it. He wanted to like show respect to his wife,
Yeah, no, I
and
feel that.
and I don't know, like, because I think he really didn't want to show respect to his wife. He just did it in the worst fucking possible way. Like, I don't know. I mean, I suppose like, how would you show respect in differently though to
I
someone on a different like program? Because you can't really say her name or anything like that.
well, I mean, a lot of times you could. There's a couple different ways. If you go back to the '95 Royal Rumble, Shawn Michaels' wife at the time, right? He put her initials on the heart on his whatever hand wrap he was wearing. It had a heart, and he put her initials on it. And he very, very obviously pointed it towards the camera during his entrance. That's one way of doing it, right? He even kissed it, so there's one way. During the NWO, and when NWO was on Nitro and DX was on Raw, right? All the members of the clique, so Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and X Pac or 123 Kid, however y'all know him, right? Would put up the Too Sweet, which was first the sign of the clique before it was ever a thing adopted by the Wolf Pack, and they would do that constantly, and they would shout. Especially on the Raw side, Michaels and Hunter would shout out Kevin Scott by name. So wouldn't even use their gimmick names, would just
Can I
use
just
their
say one thing about the Too Sweet? It's
yeah.
perfect for the NWO. You know why, right?
Right.
Because it makes an NWO. It's like right here's the N,
Uh,
W, and then O.
oh, there
Like
you go.
that.
That's perfect. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it was obviously a coincidence, but it was
Yeah.
perfect for it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, that's a little more clandestine. But I mean, look, here's the thing. First of all, it was a replica. Chelsea Green had her actual title with her. She even got she even had her and Sonya Deville got their names put on the little nameplate put on. So now the titles feature their names instead of Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. So I mean, that's cool, but and I get it. Her husband wants to honor her, and I'm not. That doesn't bother me at all that he wants to honor her. The only reason I wouldn't do it is because
Is
if
going to
the
bother WWE.
if the powers that be get upset, it can only hurt his wife. It can't endorse her. Like if they get upset, it can't help her in any way, shape, or form. Now, the reason why WWE you know, might be upset over this, right? Might be. Now, I don't know if they are. Who knows? I'm not them. Um, One reason is obviously because Alundra Blaze took the women's title on Nitro and then threw it in the trash, right?
Yeah,
On
but to be
WCW
fair, this
Nitro.
is completely different.
No,
This,
but hold on. It is completely different. However, that belt has a registered trademark of World Wrestling Entertainment, and I don't know if the who does he wrestle for?
shit. Is it
Um,
TNA?
I forget, but whoever he wrestles for, I don't know if they have permission to use a WWE licensed logo on their program. So that could,
Almost definitely not. But that could
yeah,
get
so
him. That could get his
that
promotion
could,
in
his
legal.
promotion in some hot water. So
Uh,
someone down at his promotion, I don't know if they should have said this might not be the wisest thing, to where even if it's a replica, it is licensed to WWE, so it they I don't know, that's their intellectual property. So there could be some legality to it. Now I'm not saying WWE is going to do anything, but I don't know. He could have, I guess, to honor his wife. Hell, shit. I would maybe just come out with a homemade custom shirt that has her name on it, or just have the shirt, the color of the shirt be green, and have it just say Chelsea.
that
You
would have
know,
been fine. But I do think that like if they wanted to like really,
I
I
don't
mean
think they're going to do
WW.
anything about it.
I don't. You don't think WWE does anything?
No, I don't think they will if they haven't already.
This
Now,
is
this is
this is a
Tuesday.
fair point, but I also think that WWE. Well, let's put it this way: Vince McMahon's WWE can be very
Vindictive.
yeah, vindictive, vengeful, whatever
Yeah.
you want to call it. Um, there are many cases where like a wrestler's messed up in the ring or done something they weren't supposed to,
Hmm.
and they kind of make a spectacle out of them in the ring. And that's kind of what I'm a little bit worried about, them like maybe making a spectacle, like having her like get buried, like
Yeah.
but other than
Maybe
that, I mean, I
maybe she
don't.
maybe for all we know it got cleared ahead of time. Maybe.
Maybe it's possible. I mean, all of this is speculation. I want to make
Yeah,
that
I just
completely
wouldn't
clear.
do it. I
Like
just wouldn't I just wouldn't
here
honor
at
my
the Wrestling Godfathers podcast, we have no inside information ever.
as
So
well, hold on. Yeah, we don't, but I could promise you 1,010% that if Buddy Matthews, right, Rhea Ripley's real life boyfriend, if he shows up to AEW Collision with a replica WWE Women's title, there's going to be some issues between the two companies.
well, that's because like
Yeah,
AEW is
is
okay,
bigger, right?
direct competition
Competition,
to
right? Yeah,
like I mean it's the
exactly.
closest thing to direct competition to
Yeah,
WWE.
and
He does not work for AEW though. Matt Cordona does not work
no,
for
no,
AEW.
no, no. Yeah, I know Matt Cardona doesn't, but old buddy does, right? So,
Yeah.
and you could say the flip side too. If Malachi Black wins a title, and Zelina Vega shows up on Raw with a replica of his AEW title, I could promise you there's going to be an issue, and there'll be an internal issue, because I guarantee, replica or not, no one at World Wrestling Entertainment wants the AEW logo on any of their wrestlers on their TV time. Nor do I think any AEW wants any WWE logos on their wrestlers during their TV time.
No.
It's one of those things. Yeah.
No. But just a side note to Malachi Black. Nice. Nice. You pulled one of the hottest divas in WWE. Nice. If I want to shake your hand, sir, just because I know where it might have been. No.
Jesus Christ. Jesus
What?
Christ.
What? Don't
Uh,
wash your hands, sir. Don't wash
Good God Almighty.
your Anyways, I think we can move on.
I can too.
You don't want to talk about whether Malachi Black washes his hands or whatever?
I'm not worried about that. That's kind of his own business with his own lady. That's not what.
I'm not saying I'd sniff his hand, but okay. I think it's pretty clear I have issues, people. I mean, I'm wearing a mask for goddamn. I mean, for God's sakes, I'm wearing a mask.
Yes.
I'm not what you would say mentally stable.
No, he's
Anyways,
not.
I don't want to say taunting, but I'm making lewd remarks to a man who could murder me with
Yes,
his
one's
bare hands.
yeah, just
That's
one.
not a smart way to live, people.
No, it is. You're gonna just throw a ninja sidekick to the side of your dome piece, and you can be out like a light.
You never hear from me again. You wouldn't even know. The people in my real life wouldn't even know how I died because I'd just be found in a gutter somewhere with a mask on. Anyways,
I'm sure they would
but,
assume you talk shit though, because they all know that about you.
oh,
Here lies Don
I'm not
Mystic,
saying, yeah.
cause of death, talking shit.
No, here lies Don Mystic. His like, and on his tombstone, his parents wrote, "He deserved this shit."
His parent is wild for doing that.
Yeah,
That's jacked up.
they would do it. I'm not.
Yeah, they
My
sure would.
dad definitely. He'd
Yeah.
spell it wrong, but he would do it. Anyways, moving along.
He'd fuck it up somehow.
Yeah.
Hey,
Billy Gunn. He after losing I believe it was a
trios.
a trios tag team match. Um,
It was
he
a threesome
unlaced his
tag.
boots and put them in the middle of the ring and just
Yep.
left.
That's kind of how you're supposed to do it in the old days when you're done.
Yeah,
Because
and I
you're,
mean he's definitely an old school kind of guy.
yeah,
But
he's in his 50s, I
but
believe.
yeah, and I I have to wonder, is this like real, or is this him just is this part of a storyline? I mean,
Oh,
the way he
real.
did it makes me think it's part of a storyline. Because
Yeah,
this is the way that you did it in the past, but it's not the way that it's done now. I mean,
no, but part of me, look, I hope it's real because that's a cool tradition, and Billy Gunn deserves his moment in the sun. He's been a good serviceman to the wrestling industry.
wait. He's gonna get his moment either way.
Yeah,
I mean, he's
he's
actually
been good.
retiring.
Yeah,
He's gonna get his moment,
he's
whether he
been good.
leaves his shoes in the middle of the
No, but
ring.
I mean, but that's kind of like the way it's supposed to be. When Undertaker left his shit in the ring, right? I remember in his documentary, he was like, "I was done. I would never." He was like, "That's the way I wanted to go out." Except for he was like, "Except I couldn't get rid of the itch, and I got back in at the following WrestleMania." So I mean, he couldn't see it through, but I mean, that's pretty cool. Triple H did that. Triple H came out to the ring, left his boots. I mean, he was wearing normal shoes, so unlike he had his boots in hand, right? And you just let it be known it's over, it's done. And I like Billy Gunn. I think he's been really good over the years. He's adapted. I remember when he was a member of the Smoking Guns, and then I remember Mr. Ass, right? And in many different incarnations, he's always put on
You
decent
remember one
matches.
where he was about to marry who was it, Chuck Colombo or something like
Yeah,
that?
Chuck Palumbo. Yeah, he just he's always put on decent matches. He's always good on the mic.
Yeah, he never
He's
quite made
always
it
in
to
shape.
he never quite summited the mountain, but
No, but
he was a very solid like mid carder for his
yeah,
entire career, and that's saying something. Not everyone gets that. So I mean,
always in good
he
shape.
always in good shape.
I
I mean,
mean, for being in his
he's
50s, look at him, Jesus Christ.
dude. I'm in my 40s, or I'm 40 years old. You're a little bit younger. We're nowhere near as in good, nowhere
Nope,
near this guy's shape.
nope,
Like
nope.
we're nowhere. Like he's 50. He looks a lot better than us.
Yeah, yeah, and he
So
should. If you're a wrestler on TV, you
if you're
should.
a wrestler and you look like me, then you're the Blue Meanie. And sorry, Blue Meanie. And
He
I'm also
knows
sorry that JBL like sucker punched you in the middle of the ring for no
what
reason
a
whatsoever.
dick.
Yeah, JBL was a dick. But yeah, so
Yeah, this ain't about him though. It's about
yeah,
goddamn Billy Gunn.
yeah, I tend to get off on tangents, people.
No, it's
Sorry
all
about
good.
that.
Yeah, but look, if it's part of a storyline, then then they certainly got people talking.
I don't know. Yeah, well, that's true. And then like no, he actually pretends to retire, and then like whoever he's gonna feud with, they just start seeing boots everywhere.
Fuckers got
Yeah, they just start seeing boots everywhere, and all of a sudden,
his next feud is with an alligator because he
no,
needs some new boots.
no, no. They see the
Sorry.
boots, and his new music is like stomping, like like some the musical stomp, like just Just one of their songs or some shit like that. He comes out to that,
Jesus Christ.
tap dances his way out. No, but I don't. I wouldn't mind if this was like his way of
No,
retiring. I
no, I
think if
wouldn't.
if he does retire, he's probably gonna be in next year's WWE's Hall of Fame.
He should
Um,
be.
he should be. I think we'll finally see him back whenever all the time when like a
Yeah,
DX does their like reunions, we'll probably start seeing him back on those, even though he missed I think the last two or something like that. But
yeah.
because
He,
he was working for AEW,
yeah.
but yeah,
I, I think, yeah, exactly what you said. But hopefully this is. I hate when wrestlers do the freaking yo-yo when they're like, "I'm done," and then they
like
come back.
Shawn
I'm
Michaels.
done. He only did it once. He only did it
Yeah,
once.
but that one
Hey,
time when he came back was absolutely horrendous.
yeah, it
No
was. I
wonder he
mean,
only did it once. Ric Flair. Oh my God, he's
well,
retired more than I.
yeah, Ric Flair's retired a million times.
Yeah,
He just
but
can't stay retired. Sean, I think, is pretty much. I mean, he's only wrestled one time since his match with Undertaker. So there you go.
and it was a freaking shit show.
It was. I mean, no one in that ring looked good. Triple H didn't look good. Kane looked horrible. Undertaker looked horrible. Nobody looked
Shawn
good.
Michaels was bald for reasons that were.
Well, yeah, because he's an old man. He's bald.
I don't know if he was bald. Like, I think he still have hair, right? He still have that. He has hair now.
Hey, but he's not flying around there. His hair,
This
his
is
hair.
true. Is like flying around might like expose some things like when
Yeah, he
John
probably
Cena
has.
wrestled at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
There,
John
there,
Cena
there
has a
was
huge bald spot.
there was
Yeah,
definitely some
or hair plugs or something.
some under coverage or whatever you want to
And
call it.
yeah, Triple H
The
is bald now too.
Triple H.
Yeah,
Well, Triple
Kane's
H has been
bald.
like shaved. Well, Kane's been bald. Kane's been shaving his head since forever. Ever since
Yeah,
he took that mask off.
ever
And
since Isaac Yankem went away.
well,
He,
no, no, no. I think he still had hair until he had to shave his head off, or until
oh,
he had to
that's
take
right.
his mask off because then he had that weird like forehead with hair, and his mask had hair, and it's just that whole thing was like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah,
But
why
anyways,
they didn't have to make the guy look like a disease. He looked like the guy from the Goonies.
hey you guys, what was it? Sloth
Yeah,
from the
so
Goonies. Yeah, but yeah, I don't mind if this is Billy Gunn's last rodeo. I would
no,
have liked to see his last rodeo maybe be a pay-per-view event, but
yeah,
other than that, I don't even know where this happened. Like,
Collision.
okay, Collision. I was gonna say it might have actually been a pay. I don't watch AEW, so
And well,
I just heard about this.
or yeah, and it was in New Jersey because they were in Newark, in New Jersey.
Shit, if I had to go to New Jersey, I'd quit. Shout out to all our fans in New Jersey.
Yeah, yeah, doubles for life. There you go.
Devils for life. New Jersey. We're right next to New York. That's her motto.
Well, no, they're also next to Philadelphia. Also,
Yeah.
they're
The
also
only
next to the
only good
Atlantic
thing to
Ocean.
come out of Philadelphia is the cheesesteaks. And and democracy. Democracy. That was important too.
Some say.
Motherfuckers broke the bell. Anyways, let's move on. Because we're just gonna fucking we're just gonna fucking dick around if we keep that one up. All right. What's up next? How about this one right? Taking me a second here.
There we go. Hey, look, it's Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
From where is she from?
I have no fucking idea actually.
From New Jersey.
From New Jersey.
There you
Oh
go.
man, I guess I missed my chance with Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
My huge chance that would have
Your,
actually. Anyways, so
your
unfortunately,
0.0% chance.
oh, it's lower than that. Anyways, I've actually, like, when it comes to my chances with Liv Morgan, I have broken the laws of like, what was it, the laws of probability,
Oh,
and
like pro.
I'm the first one to get a negative score of a negative percent of,
Shit, I got
like.
negative a million. What the hell?
Anyways, let's get serious because
Yeah.
this is not a good update. It seems
No
like Liv Morgan will be out for a while. She just came back from a shoulder injury,
injury.
and it looked like it might have been re-injured. Now I'm not sure if it's the same shoulder, but the point is she's going to be out for a while.
Yeah, obviously it sucks, but wrestling's a full contact sport. Injuries happen.
Yeah.
Hopefully she takes the requisite time off she needs, heals, and can return to the ring. I've really enjoyed Liv Morgan. I've enjoyed her even more since she won the women's title and feuded with Ronda Rousey.
hmm And here's the thing, like, I think they were really going to really start pushing her
Yeah,
because at Royal Rumble there were three people left,
yeah, it was a
and
great match.
it was
She's a good performer too.
Liv Morgan, Asuka, and who was the last one? Oh yeah, the one who
Mm,
won it. Anyways,
mommy.
Rhea Ripley, Mammy,
No, mommy. No, not
Mammy.
mammy. Stop from the south. Jesus Christ. Mammy.
Anyways, so
Southern United States.
because I thought because they gave her such a really like a strong showing at Royal Rumble, they put the tag team belts on her. I really think that she was going to get a major push, and this is just unfortunate for her.
Yeah, she's been doing excellent in the ring.
Yeah,
Been really the last year and couple months been really really enjoying Liv Morgan's work.
yeah,
She bumps really well, and now she's adding a lot of offense, so she's becoming well rounded.
yeah. I mean, she's becoming well rounded. She's pretty good on the mic. I really like her as a diva. She's one of my favorite, like,
Are they even
heels.
called divas even more anymore?
I have no freaking idea. I'm old. All right,
This
I'll
is
call
true.
them divas till the day I die. Anyways,
Why did you whisper that part? Is it because you're
um,
old and it's sooner rather than later?
because I don't want to hear fucking. I want the Reaper to hear me because he might realize that a minute's overdue or some shit like that. Anyways,
Like shit, I'm late on this guy. Hold on.
all you'll see is like a transparent like bony finger just, and then I go limp. Anyways, but yeah, Liv
That's not the only
Morgan.
time he's gone limp, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm old, people. Sometimes I need that
Hey,
blue pill. All right,
exactly. Hey, Blue Chew, you want to sponsor someone who's gonna get your product out there?
Viagra.
Hit us up.
I will sponsor you. I don't give a shit. I'll take 4 pills and see what happens.
That sounds like a party.
Sounds like a party. Not if you don't have anyone to use them on. Anyways,
Oh Jesus! This all of a sudden got all Bill Cosby real quick.
no, I'm not
You
saying
said
like
not
I'm
if
not
you
saying
don't have
I'll
someone to
roofie
use it
somebody. I'm
on.
saying I'll have to jag off a whole lot though. You might see some like
Jesus Christ.
ectoplasm just like shooting across my room.
God damn, those black lights can't arrive to your house fast enough.
No, you don't want black lights anywhere near my room. This room will light up like a fucking Christmas tree. and
It's on the ceiling.
and it's not gonna get any darker now that Liv Morgan's on my screen. I'm sorry.
Jesus. Jesus.
I don't know if you've realized this, people, but it's very hard to be my friend.
Yes, it's a work of
There's a reason why I wear this mask. I say shit that I shouldn't all the time.
this is
Quite
true.
frankly, I'm surprised that my friend here doesn't wear a mask because
Nice.
he is now associated with what I'm saying, if he wants to be or not.
Yeah.
He can sit there and say that what I'm saying doesn't reflect how he feels. But people
It's
are going to
true.
sit there and because he's my friend, people are going to sit there and think that he believes it a little bit, just a little
They'll
bit.
believe whatever. They'll,
They'll believe
they'll,
whatever they want, and
that's true.
I'm okay with that because I'm not the one getting persecuted
Not currently. But we
currently.
can
No.
arrange it. Oh, we can arrange it.
This is no, oh, make no mistake. I know this dirty bastard will dox me the second like people start watching this shit and get mad at him. My name will miraculously appear at the bottom of this freaking podcast. Don Mystic's real name is, and his address is. Feel free
and,
to send. Feel free to send
and
anthrax to.
here's a Google map just in case you need to fall back on.
I believe it. You would do that to me. Anyway, so
In theory.
yeah, it's really sad that this happened to her. She was finally getting a push. I mean, not finally. She has won the women's title before, so I
Yeah.
mean, you can't really say that she's never gotten a push. Got a bug right here. Anyways, but yeah, she was getting a bigger push. Let's put it that way,
Yeah.
and it's sad to see. I really do like her as a wrestler. So yeah, she's a great in ring talent. I hope we see her again real soon. I hope it's not a like really bad injury, but we'll see.
Exactly. Heal up. Rest up.
Heal up, and we're
Heal
not
up.
just saying that because you're a heel. We're saying that because you need to heal. HEAL. Very, very important distinction.
She's not even a heel right now.
Well, I mean, she's kind of a heel. I mean, I guess you could say that like since people are so high on her, she's not a heel, but she still does heelish shit. All right, so more with the bad news. Unfortunately, we got if I can show it, KO. Unfortunately, so he's also been like hurt. Now he's been actually, to my understanding, he's been hurt. He's been wrestling hurt. Now I'm not sure if he's aggravated it even more, because from what I hear, like this, he's hurt enough to where it might affect like the tag team championships. So if that's true, where does Sammy go with that? Does he still keep feuding with the Judgment Day? Do they reinsert him into the Bloodline feud? Like,
what do they do?
Yeah, what do they do? Like, I would be interested to see if they maybe like they have him come out and help Jay. Like during I still don't think Jay's gonna win, but maybe he comes out and saves Jay from being attacked by both Solo and Roman after like the match, you know?
There could be something there.
But, and then you could maybe throw together a tag team for the next pay-per-view or whatever. But
how long is Kevin Owens out for? Is Kevin Owens going to
I don't know. That's why I'm saying they might take away their belts. Like if it's long enough.
If it's long enough and severe enough, I could see this leading to the tag team titles changing hands. But if depends what it is too. I mean, like Liv Morgan's probably requires surgery, hence why she's out. You know. Mm-hmm. So she's probably going under the knife and has a few months a few months she's going to be on the mend, right? It depends what Kevin Owens has. Is Kevin Owens' injury big enough that it's going to cost him a lot of time, or is this something that he just needs a week or two? I think that's what depends. I think that all plays into what they do with the belts, whether they leave it on them or take it off them.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, time plays a huge role in it. My biggest concern is who the hell do they put it if they do take it off them? Who the fuck do they put it on? I guess the Street Profits, maybe.
Yeah, or Alpha Academy.
Alpha Academy, I don't know because
they're fun to watch.
They're fun to watch, but I'm not sure if like I would like to see them get a title shot. But I'm not digging this whole like Like, who's the chick with him right now? The diva.
Oh, yeah.
I forget her name, but I'm not digging that whole storyline. I I like Otis and Gable's like chemistry together, and
Yeah.
I don't like that like they're introducing this whole. I forget her name. I don't
Oh my God, why can't I remember? I just
because
forgot.
she's not important, and like
Otis.
Otis. Okay, that came out of it, and that's all right. But everything else like needs to go. It's like Otis's run with the Money in the Bank. The only good thing to come out of that was a fucking lunchbox.
That's kind of funny.
And kind of true, but yeah. So I mean, it'll be interesting to see like how they play this off because the second you start seeing them distance Sammy from KO,
Yeah.
when I'm like, okay, they might be taking the belt off of him. And also, like, how hurt is Kevin Owens?
That's $1 million question right there.
Like, because would they let him wrestle and lose the belt?
Yeah, I think.
Or maybe, what about this? Wait, you have him, you have, you have him come to. I don't even know if they have a match at SummerSlam yet, but you have you make a match, right? Let's say you
Right.
need to take the belts off of them. You have a match, and then while you're at let's say SummerSlam,
Right.
you have KO like attacked in the back.
Right.
Like I think he got attacked. I didn't watch it, but like I think he got attacked.
Yeah. Judgment Day gave him a
Yeah,
beating.
Judgment Game. They gave him a bit of beating. They had a really good what was it, SmackDown or whatever.
Yes.
Like but yeah, so they gave him a bit of a beating. Now that might be to cover his injury. Like, oh, he's going to be out, and if that's true, then that tells me that they're going to lose the belt.
Yeah.
Like they're going to be stripped of the belt. But if you wanted to do it a little bit of a different way, you wait until SummerSlam. You have him get attacked then. But Sami Zayn still has to like defend the belts, but like on his own. Like,
That's
and
wild.
basically he puts up a valiant effort, but I mean, he just can't overcome the odds. And
Right.
that way, you push up Sammy,
Yeah.
like he looks even better than he does now, and I mean, he looks great now.
That's true.
So, I mean, maybe you can push him into like the main event scene again, because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, taking KO and Sami Zayn out of the main event scene was bullshit. I mean, you can't. Well, you can, but because it's not my fucking promotion. But you shouldn't take out two of your best guys out of the mainstream event to prop up a ailing tag team division. One tag team is not going to fix that division.
Oh, you
One
need several. You need more than one.
You need several, and if you want to fix the tag team division, you got to put actual effort into it. You got to build up some of these guys. You have to have feuds that fucking matter. You have to have guys you can get behind. And I mean, other than the Street Profits, who?
Yeah.
I mean, Alpha
Alpha
Academy's
Academy.
funny, but and here's the thing, even with Alpha Academy, I'm like, Gable might be better off going solo. To me, he's like a second
Thank
coming of Kurt
you. Thank
Angle.
you.
To me, he's the second coming of Kurt Angle. He could easily be a top tier competitor.
Yeah.
They,
They're same
they
back
just
then.
won't
They're
push
very
him like
similar.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm being
He's
honest.
phenomenal
Like,
in the ring.
yeah, he's phenomenal in the ring, and he's pretty good on the mic. I wish he was a little bit better, but Kurt Angle wasn't great on the mic when he first came in.
No, he's just
Like,
comedic as all hell.
yeah, and then I just want him to. I want him to be given a shot at solo. At this point, I think Otis is almost like a really, really large anchor. on Gable, like a pretty damn big Titanic sized anchor on Gable, and
A Titanic side thing.
and to be honest, I like Otis too. Like I think he can go off and do his Otis thing with whoever that fuck that girl is, but I
Jesus.
really do not know who that girl is. I'm sorry. I just can't remember at all. But it's
You
not my
can't.
fault. She doesn't matter. Anyways,
Jesus.
oh man. But I know, guys. I'm mean. But at least I can admit that I'm mean. And isn't that what life's really all about? I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. But
Is that what life's really about?
I have no idea, dude.
You're like,
If I knew
that's
what life was really about, I'd fucking write it in a book and make a shit ton of money. But
you sure?
life is
Uh,
about money, bitches, and hoes. When
Jesus
two of
Christ.
those things are the same thing.
Maxine Dupree.
Oh, Maxine. Oh, yeah, that's her name. I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Dude, I'm tired. Anyways,
Talking about me and Maxine.
you and Maxine. Eh?
No, that's the
Otis
name of
might
it.
eat you.
He could, but that's a song title, Me and Maxine.
All right. All right, let's move on to our final segment. That's probably going to take up a decent chunk of time because I'm mad. I'm
He's mad, baby.
mad. I'm angry. I'm
Yeah.
fat and I haven't eaten in a while. That's
Yeah.
how mad I am, sir. All right.
Yeah.
Let's just show this L.A. night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so we thought that
I thought he
I
was
do say
looking at
we
triple
because you
threat.
thought
Yeah, I
this
did
too.
too. Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Um, we thought that LA Knight was going to get a shot at Austin Theory. We thought it made perfect sense to throw the belt his way. Austin Theory isn't doing jack shit with it,
Agreed.
and LA Knight would. I mean, you'd be putting a belt on somebody who's already over. It's perfect. It's perfect. You could a good run with it could be a precursor to actually putting the big belt on him, but they didn't do it. And
No.
like Triple H after WrestleMania has said that basically the uh the push for LA Knight is coming.
Yeah.
And my question is, fucking when, Paul? When? Because I'm getting a little bit pissed because WWE does this so fucking often. They get a guy who's like over on his own, and they
Yeah.
just wait and they wait and they wait and they just don't realize that they're running out of time. He can only keep himself like if he just keeps if you have him keep just losing, eventually people are going to be like, oh well, they're never going to push him, and they're not going to. He's going to lose fucking steam.
Yeah. I I think he should get a decent push. I just don't know if right now there's a spot for him in the main event scene as it is right now. Now, I'm just
There
saying,
was a spot. They fucked it up by
yeah,
giving it to Rey Mysterio. What the fuck does Rey Mysterio have to prove to anyone at this
yeah,
point?
no, I feel you on that, but I'm almost, there's a part of me that's like, LA Knight's really good and he's super over and he's very enjoyable. He, I don't know, maybe there's a part of me that thinks it's going to take a while for it because in my mind, this is something that Vince probably can put the kibosh on, right? I mean,
Well, here's the thing.
if it
I've
were
heard that
just,
Vince is really behind LA
I
Knight. He
might,
likes
might,
LA Knight.
I might just got behind him, but LA Knight though, the one thing I like, or not one thing I like, him on the mic. I like him in the ring. There's a lot to like about LA Knight. However, right now the bloodline story is going extremely strong, right? So where do you put him? Where's his niche? Is his niche just the Intercontinental title or the US title? Like what's the niche that's planned for LA Knight? Like what's the plan here? What are we doing?
Well, I mean, like, here's the thing. I don't even think you need to put the U.S. or
Yeah,
Intercontinental
he might just
Championship.
be so over he doesn't need a belt.
No, I'm saying that like you could put him in a feud with Rollins. I'm not saying you put the belt on him. I'm just saying like you can't. Rollins makes people look good.
Yeah, I could
And I mean,
definitely.
you don't need to make LA Knight look good, but you gotta admit they could have one hell of a feud. Put
Yeah.
them in a three piece, put
Oh
put
yeah.
or maybe a two piece or something like that. Put them
Right.
in. Just you don't have to have him win. Just have him like put up a really good showing, and he will be and he'll be up to the moon. And then once like Seth like moves on, because here's the thing, people don't like to see one face win the belt from another face usually,
Yeah.
especially when one is over as Rollins. But
Right.
but let's say you put the belt on Balor or put the belt on, and I don't even know if Damian Priest would be the right one because yeah, like
It
he's
seems
getting
to
over
be.
in his own right. But like I don't know, like just put it on somebody else, put it on a heel, and then give it, and then set him up for uh, first have LA Knight have a nice feud with Seth Rollins, and
That
then
would
once
be
you put
cool.
it on a heel, have LA Knight take it off of him. And then
Yeah.
boom, you got yourself a title run with a white hot LA Knight, and I'm sorry, but like I'm just I'm not getting what the problem is. Why aren't they pushing him?
Well, maybe part of the reason they're not pushing him is because they don't need to, because he's just really over right now. He's
And
got
that's the
everyone winning.
mistake they make with a lot of these guys.
Yeah, but
They say, "Oh, we don't need to push him. He's doing great by himself." And then the excitement fades because they keep having him fucking lose to everyone. No
that
one
is
wants to
true. He
see
does
no
lose
one
a
wants
lot.
to see the guy they're cheering for lose every week in, week out.
God damn, the Brooklyn Brawler is my favorite wrestler. He was
Exactly.
he
No
was
one
here.
says that.
He was 0
People
and
in Cleveland
600.
are like, "Who the fuck is that motherfucker?"
It's a Brooklyn Brawler.
The only
Yeah,
one who can make that shit work was Gilbert.
yeah, and he was a copy off of Goldberg. Yeah, I agree with you. I wouldn't wait too long to give him a significant push in storyline, but I don't know if he needs a belt, but it definitely would be nice to see him string together a few wins and get a whole lot of shine, because he is really good on the mic.
I'm not
He's
even. I'm
he's
not
really
saying he
good on
needs
the
a
mic.
belt. I'm just saying, yeah, he needs to string together some quality wins.
Yes.
Maybe you know what I would like to see.
What
Um,
would you like to see?
maybe you give him a shot against Seth Rollins in what's a match where they could like where they could draw but have a really good match.
Oh, they could wrestle to a time limit draw.
No, ooh, you know what would be good? What's the one where you wrestle for a certain amount of time? Is it the Iron Man match where you wrestle for a certain amount of time and the one with the most pinfalls wins?
Yes.
So what about this? You have them wrestle, but at the end, like say LA Knight ties it up,
Right.
and then he just runs out of time, or maybe he literally gets the second like hand down,
Right.
and before the third hand down goes down, time runs out. Yeah, I mean obviously you'd have
Yeah.
to plan that really well,
Yeah, it'd have to be
but
planned well.
I mean, just think of how white hot he would come out after that.
Yeah.
If he takes a guy like Seth Rollins to the limit, they both could come out of that looking like a freaking
$1,000,000.
yeah, $1,000,000.
You know,
But
I agree. I agree. There are definitely some routes
there are plenty of routes,
for
and
LA Knight.
I'm sorry. I get that you say they don't need to do it yet. I disagree because there's a time limit on how long he can keep himself over if they just
Yeah,
keep
no,
feeding him to the wolves.
that's
And
true.
I'm getting pissed because I really like this guy and I think he can be a really great superstar. And I'm thinking that WWE's gonna fuck it up,
You
and that
know,
pisses me off.
they could fuck it up, but
They will.
I don't.
They'll find a way.
But look,
It's like
LA Knight.
Jurassic Park. Nature
Yeah,
finds a way.
hey,
In this
nature
case,
does fun.
WWE finds a way to fuck up great superstars.
They might, but I tell you what, there's the crowd is letting it be known that he's beloved, and that rings a lot of bells because there's going to be more than one, likely more than one TV carrier for WWE. It's very likely to stay. You have. Oh, hold on. Let me rephrase it. You have more than one TV carrier, so you have. It's very likely that you're going to need your roster. Let me clarify. I'm trying to say you need your roster to reflect your TV carriers, right? So if you have a really hot LA Knight and he's on SmackDown, the rights to SmackDown become even more valuable because people are going to tune in to see this guy. So I think there's still time to build him up some more, but I definitely after SummerSlam would like to see him start packing away some wins and getting some more legitimacy put on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
And here's the thing: I have heard that he's going to be at SummerSlam. Like it's going to be some kind of segment or something like that. So maybe he might start another feud at SummerSlam.
I could
But
see that happening.
but anyways, like whatever it is, I hope that SummerSlam they start pushing him, or it's a start of him being pushed.
Yeah,
Obviously, I don't think he's going to be in a match, but when they need to start pushing him, and they need to start pushing him soon, in
yeah.
my opinion.
No, I agree. I agree they need to give him a little stronger push, but I don't know if that's necessarily for titles. But it could also be for titles. But yeah, he definitely needs
He needs to
come SummerSlam, he
stack when
need
in
yeah,
my opinion he needs probably like a 3-to-1 win loss
yeah,
ratio,
exactly.
like, and then once you've had like a sustained like dominance in the ring, that's when you start putting him in the title scene, maybe around Crown Jewel, and then not necessarily. I don't mean like give him a belt at Crown Jewel. I mean put him to that like upper tier.
Yeah,
What
well, Crown
Crown
Jewel would
Jewel?
be a big event to do it.
Yeah, and then put him in that, and then maybe you have it so that he's challenging for one at like say WrestleMania after that.
Yeah, well,
Like
yeah,
yeah, like once he's been in the main event scene for a while, that to me would be awesome. But will WWE have the balls to do it?
we'll see.
And I would just like to
We'll
say
see.
to Vince McMahon, if you don't do it, you got no balls. No balls.
No balls, Vince.
The
Snowball.
genetic jackhammer has died if you don't do it, Vince. Just sorry.
The
You will turn from the
genetic jack,
genetic jackhammer to the geriatric
or
jackhammer.
you could be the geriatric genetic jackhammer.
I don't know. We're just making shit up now.
Yeah, at this point we are.
Yeah. Anyways, so thank you guys for showing up. We'll see you next week. Peace out.
Peace.